Hello, hello. Right, easy. Oh, easy. Easy. Grüße. Langsam schließen in T2. So Terminal 2 is closing. Yeah, easy. Have a good flight home. Hope you had a great day in Frankfurt training. Claudia, hello. Gottfried, hello. Lilo, hello. Abimar. Looking forward to next flight with you later today. Svenja, happy to hear that you got home well. Missed the train. Okay, typical German railway, right? But glad to hear that you are well and safely back. It was lovely meeting you yesterday. And thank you again for the wonderful coffee cup. I will show it next time because it's currently in the dishwasher. Mark, gute wie. Nice to see you. How are you doing? MAN, hello to you. Cargo Pilot, hello. Starminer, hello. Forward, gute. Auch schön dich zu sehen, gute. Ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, last time the iFly was okay. I don't remember much problems with it. Alright, let me quickly hop into the flight deck here and then just wondering, oh yeah, I need to start. It's just so many things to do here. Trying to get your flight sim and streams running. Hey Nate, happy Saturday, Nate. Greetings to you. How are you doing? And Nate, have you practiced with this stick? Hope it's all going well. Right, let's see if that works. Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, so today, guys, we are going to fly from, let's see, today. We're not on, hang on, that's wrong. Hang on. No. Oh, you're setting it up right now. Nice. Yeah, happy to hear what you think of it. Right, this is what we're doing today. There we go. So we're flying, not Microsoft 2024, 2004. We are on Microsoft 2024. I had a typo this afternoon. All right, I put in Microsoft 2004. Was there even a version? 2004? I don't remember. It sounds familiar for some reason. I don't know why, but it does sound familiar. Yeah, so Lilo, I have bought the Tree GFX effects. I have installed them. So definitely, we'll see. We'll see if we get some contrails or something. Because right now here in Munich, weather is beautiful, and also in Brindisi, it's going to be beautiful. And the reason why we're flying this routing, we've got Munich 11 to 11 event going on today, so fully staffed Munich, and also Brindisi should be so Bari and Brindisi both should be under control today. No, your sim crashed. MAN. Yeah. Oh man. Lately, luckily, I've been okay with sims. So we've got a bit of weather en route. The biggest weather is to the east though, so it doesn't really affect us much. Oh, you were the Condor on my left. Yeah, you're right. Oh, okay, so that's gone now. Hang on. Let me see. Oh yeah, you were here. Yeah, I remember, yeah. Okay. Hope you get back quickly. Cool. Right, let me also change the viewpoint just a tad so that you can see the bottom of the screens also on stream here. And then we are, hey Daza, hello to you. And then we're good to go. We'll start up. Although I'll give you a quick briefing. Let me give you a quick overview here. So, as I just mentioned, we are flying. From. I don't have much space here. Where was my 737 cockpit? Is just too small. It's just too small. Right, here we go. So we are departing 8 right. Flight time is 1 hour 28. We've got Bari as the alternate. Fuel required about 6.6 tons. Only about 13 minutes extra. Hey, gute wie. And Madrid thunderstorms early. Yeah, yeah. There's some regions in Europe that have thunderstorms. Lee, and then yeah, I've got your background picture now. So, I mean, he's the best when it comes to getting photos in Frankfurt. Let me just show you guys. So, I mean, look at these beauties. Look at that one. Incredible shots. There's one, that one. Look at this shot. You can actually see the reflection of the touchdown zone markings there. How cool is that? And perfect weather on those shots. That's one of my favorites here, I have to say. Yeah, that is just brilliant. What a brilliant shot. And people, I guess people don't really don't realize how much time you spend, you know, to get all your stuff ready, go to the airport and wait there for I don't know how many hours, and just to get that perfect shot right. Pabejo, hello. Nice to see you too. Oh, you're on a train, Izzy? Oh, I thought you were going to go by because it said Terminal 2. Interesting. Yeah, exactly, right. And then I think it's very rewarding to finally get that perfect shot, if you like. Incredible stuff. Good. So Munich, again, we've got easterly winds, Cabo K, a beautiful 21 degrees, 1016. Brindisi, Cabo K, 19 degrees, a bit northerly wind. With a bit of luck, we may even get a visual approach there. It depends on the traffic, though. I will have a look. And Bari, also Cabo K, 21 degrees, good weather. Right, and here in Munich, we are parked, obviously not at the Lufthansa terminal, because we're not Lufthansa. So we're parked 116, departing 8 right, so pushback, orange, normal, or blue line, Echo 1, probably, well, should be Sierra 6 exit, but we'll see. Oh, heck, no, because they are coming in, aren't they? They're landing and they're coming in. Yeah, so it could be Sierra 5 for the exit, and then we go to. But we'll see. We'll see about this. Good. Yeah, rest as we go along. Ah, okay. Oh, I understand, Izzy. You just visited. Cool. Let's get the aircraft alive. Oh man, I really hope they get going on the update with the EFB, man. I really hope that's going to be coming in soon. Right. Now let's have a look. Sim menu. We're going to go to ground support. I want to have just a nose gear chucked and ground electric connected. Right, there we go. Let's get the aircraft on. And as always, if any sounds are too loud or too quiet, let me know. Happy to adjust the volume levels as we go along. Yeah. Good. For the second flight as a pre-announcement, so we'll be on VATSIM today, but as far as I know, it's still possible to fly, actually log in on Pilot Edge at the same time for the passenger version. I posted a new WIN file for the Pilot Edge plugin on the announcement channel on my Discord. So Keith Smith has updated the file. So I'm happy to set up things if anybody wants to fly along from Florence, Italy to Salzburg. Yeah, so to my understanding, yes. You just have to be careful on where you transmit. That's the only thing. I haven't tried it yet, so maybe it's worth trying, giving it a try today. Good. So 32,000 feet, pretty much sea level at Brindisi. But interesting, I think I filed 350. Let me go and download my flight plan here. So I have a physical MCDU here next to me. Now let me see. How do I do this again here? So ACARS, it's not working here. I did initialize the flight menu system page. Lilienthal, wie geht's dir? Oh, okay, Lilienthal. Let me make a screenshot of that suggestion. Lilienthal, do you have the Challenger 650? Why is my SimBrief ID not in here? Huh? That's why it didn't show up. There, now I've got the flight plan request. How strange. I guess maybe the latest SU5 update. You took a different aircraft. If you ever, if you ever want to do a shared cockpit flight, Lilienthal, at any point, it would be my honor to fly with you. Just let me know. Right, there we go. I'm going to load the flight plan here. As that is loading, let's have a look here. I'm just going to change that to VOR. Make sure that transponder is off. Transponder auto is fine. Radar. And then we've got flight director on both sides. Here we're going to have, I think it's what, 08 something. Oh, Flow Pro never update. Ah! I think I showed it last time. I'll need to update that at some point. Right, let's go here at Echo Delta Delta Mike. And we'll go to Lima, India, Bravo, Romeo. Good. Okay, so 080 actually. Okay, so let's start at 080. 080, and we are on hectopascals. I think I set 1016, didn't I? Let's do that. 1016. Cool. Alrighty. Activate, execute, and we are TUI-jet. TUI. I think it was 59 Papa. Let's check. 57 Papa. 57 Papa. Good. Then next thing to do is shall we get the clearance first of all? Here, let's put that to this to RTO. Yeah, back in business, fantastic, man. Let me check. Oh, hello. There he is. This time you are the, what's this color called? Sand or something, or beach towel? Hey, yo, Marty Lashley. All right. So that's done. Departure arrival. So if I go to departure arrival, expecting the Vavor 3 Echo out of 8 right. Execute. There isn't much room for error there. And then we go to Inoxa. And then from Enoxa, let's have a quick look here. Enoxa, this one here. It says we got Enoxa arrival. Don't we have any other? That's for the 1-3 though. That's also 1-3. Okemo, interesting. Alright, we'll enter the Enoxa to Yankee, and then it probably would be a standard approach here out of Casal. Potentially later on it may get some radar vectors, we'll see. Have I tried the Bravo 787? I think at some point I have, and I didn't really like it that much, if I remember correctly. So let's go to Enoxa to Yankee, and we'll take the Bravo Sierra 1 here. While we're here, let's get quickly index position. Let's just check that we have GPS left. Yeah, so it is aligning, that's good. So we just have to wait for the alignment to get a plan mode for the map mode there. Good, while that is loading, let's do FMC com. Hang on. Huh? Okay. Uh-oh. Let's request the wind data. Max Crosswind, hello. Yeah, you mean for the iFly? Yeah. Not sure what's taking them so long. I think a lot of people are definitely looking forward to the better EFB. Right. Good. And then we're going to go to VNAV. Go to page 3, forecast, and then request the descent winds as well. So cruise wind uplink. Yeah, now we have 50 feet elevation for landing and 350 there as well. Let's get that in. There we go. Let's load the descent winds. Also in. Fantastic. So, hang on, where's my wind data? Hello? Not sure why it didn't load. Yeah, Pilot Lad, of course. Anyone is welcome. We're going to try to set everything up, right? So you guys need the free passenger version or the full payware version. I'm confused. Do we have to wait until the alignment is finished? Why isn't it showing the wind data? Yeah, we'll wait until the alignment is finished. Cool. Alright, then 350 init index. Hey Roy. Good. Then gonna go to ground support. No, let's go to refuel. Actually, hang on. Let's go menu system page. Let's go. Ground support. Hey, there we go. Performance payloads. That's what I was looking for. Weight and balance. Man, I really hope for that new EFB to come out. Man, it's so complicated sometimes here. Right, let's get the flight plan here. Flights. So we are looking for approximately, I think, 170 passengers. Let's put 170 in total. So we want to have about 62 tons. Means I have to add a little bit of cargo. Let's put 1,000 and 1,000. 62, yeah, that's Well, I'll tell you what, let's do 1500 then. We're pretty much to exactly what we're supposed to have here. That's good enough. Set the payload. For the fuel, we did say 6.6 with taxi. So I'm going to take, so total 6.6. Taxi out fuel 200. And trip fuel is 3255. Set the fuel. Done. Good. Complete. Right, there you go. Excellent. So now, Steve, hello. Pilot. The good thing is, so I mean, I'm the pilot monitoring, all right. So I'll take care of you guys. And if you don't behave, oh. Right. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest. Route data. Oh, now we got a little bit of wind data in here. Okay, so I guess the flight time isn't long enough to get more data in there. Okay, well that's fine. All right, let's get performance again. So the temperature up at the cruising level is gonna be about -54. So let's put -54. It's pretty much ESA. It's only -1 degree difference. Transition 5000 is correct. Next page, that's all right. N1 limit now, performance. Oh, I'm wondering why it's not aligning, but now I know why.
Channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin?
Hey, maybe we're 54 months. Thank you much. How are you doing?
Reserved. Thank you.
Just operated the shortest jet commercial flight. Pop quiz.
Oh, commercial jet. No, the shortest jet. Oh yeah, jet commercial flight. Guys, this one's for you. Well, it's 737. Those switches are so far out of view. That's why. Right, let's do that. And then we are... Yeah, exactly. No, not in Ireland. That's the first thing I thought as well, but that is more like prop. So for the shortest jet. I mean, it used to be Frankfurt Cologne or something, but I guess not anymore. Let's do runway 8 right, condition dry. I'm just gonna get the 80s here through Sierra 1550. Okay. We currently have 90 at 7, so I'm just gonna put 0 wind in here. Temperature is 21. Let me put 22 in here. QNH is 1015 now. Okay, so I'll put 1014. Takeoff weight, we'll do TO1. We'll do flat 5. Air conditioning on, because I'm lazy. And let's do that. And it's warm, of course. Is it really Brazzaville to Kinshasa? You looked that up, pilot lad. Come on. Hey, Acer. You mean with the calculations? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I agree. You can do that with SimBrief as well. I know. So hopefully they will ship the update very soon. Right, let's quickly do the tests here. Let's test the scripts. All scripts live, and let's start the APU. Okay, so but is that the shortest one, right? So Brazzaville to Kinshasa, how long is that flight? let's calculate. So we are expecting 1B28, that's what we have. Although, let me check. Oh, there we go. Now we can enter the GPS data. There we go. Right. So index, ident. So we do have the 28K rating. Fantastic. And a good database as well. So that means I can insert the data, which is... So we have a TO1 at selected temperature 47, climb 2, that's fine, flaps 5, trim 23.9, 5.5 set, speeds are 41, 42, 50. I'll put that in here as well, 50 in there, 70 first level, as always here in Munich. Looks good. All right. Block time 48 minutes. Flight 13-minute flight time. Lol. That is not long. That is not long indeed. Clearance delivery 2173. We don't have PDC here, I think. So let's get the clearance.
Thunder 6 Echo Echo, feedback correct.
Your wings 461 requesting guy party Heathrow.
Eurowings 461, be advised you're still on the construction site, so expect a creative taxi. Wings 461, check vision Sierra Gedanken Heathrow, give me 6 Quebec departure, flight band route, climb via sit to flight level 70, squawk 1340.
Squad destination Heathrow, give me 6 Quebec departure, initially climb flight level 70, squawk 1340. Eurowings 461.
Eurowings 461, feedback correct.
Munich delivery, QHS 6 Papa Yankee information, Sierra request clearance.
This was 3 stationed, I got only 1. 2 is it, 6 Papa Yankee, confirm ready for the clearance?
We are ready to copy the clearance information, Sierra.
Twitch 6 Papa Yankee, Sierra correct, cleared to Irakalon via Bravo 3 Echo departure, flight planned route, climb via sit to flight level 70, squawk 0625.
Interesting.
Clear lock on over 3 Echo departure, runway 08 right, initial climb to flight level 70 and squawk 0625, 6 Papa Yankee.
Twitch 6 Papa Yankee, is correct?
We are ready for startup, 6 Papa Yankee.
We are ready at 254. Twitch 6 Papa Yankee, roger, startup approved for the position for pushback, contact apron on 121.710, correction 780.
121.780, so 6 Echo, good job.
And what was the other station calling for, give me time for startup, the 6 Echo Echo?
6 Papa Yankee, sir.
6 Papa Yankee, okay.
And Twitch 5. Ah. Hang on.
So the 2470 start.
Hang on. Push to talk. So that's a problem again with the push to talk. Come on. Got it. Hey Yoda. Matti, Tourjet 5, Nana Papa, hello, from stand 106 requesting clearance, please.
First, Lufthansa 07 Alpha, you requested startup or clearance?
Near clearance, eigentlich.
Lufthansa 07 Alpha, roger. Then you are cleared to Marseille. 246 Echo departure, flight plan route, climb by sit to flight level 70 and the squawk will be 1000.
Roger, cleared Marseille to 7 Echo departure, flight plan route, climb 70 and squawk 1000. 0 step Alpha.
Lufthansa 07 Alpha, it's the Turbo 6 Echo departure, if you confirm.
6 Echo, Entschuldigung, ja, 6 Echo.
Lufthansa 07 Alpha, repeat correct, call me for startup. Condor 371 in position 209 Alpha, request position startup. Condor 371, yes, startup approved for pushback. Contact apron 121.710. 121.710, Condor 371, bye bye. Tweejet 57 Papa, ready to copy?
Yeah, Tweejet 57 Papa, go ahead please.
Tweejet 57 Papa, you are cleared to Lima India Bravo Romeo. Bravo 3 Echo departure, flight plan route, climb via SIT to flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Tweejets 57 Papa, clear to Brindisi via the Bravo 3 Echo departure 8 right, initial climb 70, squawk 1000.
Tweejet 57 Papa, repair correct, call me friends, ready for startup.
Work out. Right, worst thing is done.
Position 115 Alpha information is
Here's MAN.
clearance to Brindisi.
One after the other. I have 3 stations now. I only got Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot. Condor 9 Papa
780,
Foxtrot,
okay.
information Sierra correct.
Try.
You are cleared to Brindisi. Bravo 3 Echo departure. Flight plan route. Climb by a SIT to flight level 70, squawk 6601.
Cool. So we finally got the alignment gone.
Cleared to
Perfect.
Brindisi via Bravo 3
So let me
Echo
put that to
departure,
080 as well.
initially flight level
So
70,
Bravo 3
squawk
Echo
6601,
as briefed,
Condor
actually
9
not briefed
Papa
yet,
Foxtrot.
as
Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot.
discussed.
Repair correct.
70, the initial climb is set, and we have 1000 squawk set. Good, let's
Lufthansa 380.
close all the doors.
Your startup approved.
So I'm going to put the APU on bus.
Contact apron 121.710.
Hold the fuel pump on.
Approved for push
Go down, put on.
780 Lufthansa 380.
Right, clear hydraulics already.
Negative, it's 710.
Correction 121.710.
This event has been going on all day, and
Lufthansa 6 Lima Juliet.
it's still
delivery hello,
crazy
information
busy.
Sierra. Clear
Oh
to
my
Frankfurt.
God.
Give me 6
Right.
Quebec departure. Flight plan route.
Cool.
Sit to flight level
Let me give you a
70,
quick briefing here,
squawk
guys.
1000.
So we are parked here, Terminal 1, Echo 1, Sierra 5,
6 Lima Juliet. Repair correct.
Sierra.
Call me for startup.
We could go for Bravo 4,
Yankee, we are ready for startup.
but we did, we can't do intersection, so we're going to request at least Bravo 3, which is pretty much full length, so
One after the other.
that's
So,
fine.
I got the Lufthansa 3
And no
Tango,
hotspots,
you
departure, the Vavor 3
So
Echo
number 1 for clearance.
overlay.
Next one.
So we are going to fly straight out, 1900 feet, then continue Delta Mike 081, right turn 139 track Alonu,
And Eurowings 4 Papa Charlie.
max to 30
You
knots,
are number 3 for
then Ebevo, then Vavor, and 250 until Vavor unless otherwise cleared. Got the MSA at 3,700 feet. In case of engine failure after V1 here in Munich, we're going to go proceed track 080, 25 miles.
Tweejet 6 Papa Yankee, ready for startup.
Tweejet 6 Papa Yankee, your startup approved.
And
for
the acceleration will
contact
be
the apron on 121.7.
in 3,000 feet.
11780,
So
thank you,
we
Papa.
get
6 Papa Yankee.
page 2 here. So 1500 AGL is correct, but we're doing NADP 2, so we'll do 1000 AGL acceleration and thrust reduction.
Juliet, your startup approved. Then for pushback, contact
Good.
apron 121.7.
Anything specials? Threats?
Startup approved 121.710 for push. Lufthansa 6 Lima Juliet.
Anything you would see?
Line 6 Alpha Tango, number 6 for clearance, I call you.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yes, of course, I forgot. Today they are moving the Hobby server.
Pushback up, startup approved. For pushback, contact the apron on 121.710.
You are correct.
Lufthansa 452 heavy.
Good, let's do the pre-flight checklist.
Lufthansa 452, your number 6 no starboard for clearance.
Aye. Oxygen, test 100% navigation transfer switches, normal auto, window heat is on. Flight pressurization mode selector, auto, heading 079, although I need to change that to heading magnetic, I think.
Tango, are you ready to copy?
Altimeter 1015, 15, 14, 80.
Your startup is approved.
Check 3 times. Parking brake set, engine start level cut off. That's the pre-flight check.
3 Fox Tango, information Tango now current. You're cleared to Frankfurt,
So let me
EV6
go.
Quebec departure, flight plan route, climb by sit to flight level 70, squawk 7543.
First of all, let's get rid of that set.
Clear to Frankfurt via give me 6
Doors should be... Oh, this is still open. Okay, we'll close the front door here. Doors. Close.
Lufthansa 3 Fox Tango, your readback correct. Startup approved. Then for pushback, contact the apron on 121.710.
Then let's sort out.
Good evening, delivery, Legend 210
Panel style, that's it. Panel style, miscellaneous.
Legend 21 Romeo, number 7 for clearance, I call you.
Open for the sun.
Delivery Jinhua 099, can we push back now?
Gino 099, yes, your startup is now approved for pushback. Contact apron on 121.780.
Pushback approved, contact ground 121.780.
Navigation display, heading on top. Set. And then...
The 60 Mike PDC is worldwide down today. There's no PDC services anywhere, so you have to go via voice. In that case, you're number 8 for clearance.
Ay.
Kononena Papa Fox, startup approved for pushback. Contact the apron on 121.780.
Startup approved, for push 121.780, Condor 9 Papa Fox.
German Sim Aviation, hey, greetings to you. Your flowers late and nice. Have a good flight later on. Big shout out to you. And the Twitch at 57 Papa also ready for startup.
Twitch at 57 Papa, your startup approved for pushback. Contact the apron 121.780.
121.780, Dankeschön, tschüss, die Twitch at 57 Papa. Yippee. Excellent. Right, let's do the before start items here. Alright. So beacon is on. Let's get the packs off. That looks good. I'm going to put the transponder on. There you go, mode Charlie. Fuel pumps are on. Let's read the before start to the line. Fuel, 6,600 kilograms. Pumps on. Passenger signs on. MCP V2 150 heading 080 altitude 7,000. Takeoff speeds V1. 141, 142, 150, and we have detour 1 at 47 degrees. CD pre-flight completed, and rudder aileron trim free, and let's check that here, 0. Taxi takeoff briefing completed. So doors closed, and locked, hopefully. Then below the line, flight door closed and locked. Doors are all closed, and we have the anti-collision light on before start. Below the line completed. München ground, hello, die Twitch 57 Papa stand 116 requesting push.
Twitch 57 Papa, pushback approved, facing north, Line. Be aware of Condor, Airbus 321 Neo on the left hand side, pushing as well, facing north from the blue.
Okay, so we'll push facing north, Echo 1 orange line, Twitch 57 Papa.
Release parking brakes.
Good, orange line please, facing north.
Commencing push.
Facing north?
All engines clear. Start at will.
Huh? Start at will. Okay, hang on. He did say face north. So maybe we go Charlie 4 and then Whiskey 1. Yeah, that's fine as well. Good, let's go engine start. Yeah. Sounds up for the engine start. Checklist has been completed. Packs are off, good start pressure. Let's start.
Jet, 6 Papa Yankee, we are ready for taxi.
Jet 6 Papa Yankee, Taxi Flight Sierra 5.
Oh, look at that. Paddle push with MAN there.
Jet 6 Papa Yankee, Taxi Flight.
Nice, we're motoring.
Entry straight ahead, entry Sierra 5, Jet 6 Papa Yankee.
Still motoring. Look at that.
Jinhua 0999, request a taxi.
Here we go.
999, Taxi Jet Sierra 2.
Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one. This one here. Oh my God.
Taxi via 3 ahead, Sierra 2, Romeo, Bravo Julian, November 0999.
Jet 6 Papa Yankee, contact ground and 121
121-830, bye-bye, to Jet 6 Papa Yankee.
Enjoy.
Good day, taxi, ja, das ist 1 Charlie 2 auf, Charlie Vancouver.
So good. Good start on number 1. Let's start number 2. Let's confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Entry Sierra 5 via Blue Line and we're able intersection Bravo 6. Boeing 3 Romeo Foxtrot, Roger.
Cool. Pilot Lad, you're gonna miss the... oh, you won't hear the entertaining call sign. What call sign are you today, Pilot Lad? I'm so used starting engine the number 2 engine first of all, but I guess we should try. To get used to the so good. Thank you very much. See you next time. Before taxi items, flaps 5. See you next time.
57, stand 901, taxi the Airport.
Let's AQ bleed off.
Boeing 3 Romeo Foxtrot, contact ground and 121 flight 30 and stay trim and you're able from the Bravo 6.
Let's do flight controls.
And we'll send them for Bravo 6 warning.
Full up.
Thank you.
Full down. Full left. Full right. Full left. Full right. All clear signal was given. Let's read the after start checklist. Actually, before tax checklist. Generators on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve is auto. Engine start switch is continuous. Recall was checked. Auto brake is RTO. Engine start levers. Idle tent. Flight controls checked. Ground equipment clear. Before taxi check is complete. Jet 57 Papa requesting taxi.
Jet 57 Papa, taxi Jet Sierra 5. Yeah, Airline, Charlie 4.
Entry is Sierra 5 via Orange line Charlie 4. And just confirm it's going to be Whiskey 1 Orange as well, or just Whiskey 1?
Good. 2 Jet 57 Papa, yeah, just taxi Whiskey 1 to Sierra 5. Jet 57 Papa, just Whiskey 1 to Sierra 5.
Okay, Whiskey 1. Yeah, sorry, I had to dial down too quiet there. Okay, Jet 57 Papa, thank you. Good, so orange. Then we go into Charlie 4, and then we just do the standard taxi.
Jinhua 099, we are offshore Sierra 2.
Clear.
Bravo Juliet, November 09, question 099, thank you. Contact AIM, question count 121.830, goodbye.
Brakes,
contact April 121.830, Jinhua 099, bye-bye.
Postman 1357, you've missed stand 901, taxi stand 906 on your right side now.
So MAN, not sure. Neo, engine start. Or he wants me to go first, who knows. Let's go to chance. So we're going to make sure that we hit that Charlie 4.
A gift from me to you. Enjoy the gifted sub.
Nordic 450 Alpha, taxi to gate 120 via Echo 1 orange.
This one's here already.
Gate 1
Joey!
Echo 1 orange line.
Hang on, Joey, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Let me give it. I can't reach the button, hang on. I'll give you a round of applause in a second. Joey, thank you so much. And everyone that's just been gifted, please say a huge thank you to Joey 9901 for gifting you the sub. That's really kind, thank you. I will give you the applause in a second. Here we go. There you go.
Going for Papa Charlie, pushback approved, facing north, orange line.
Joey Fiona, thank you so much. Oh my god.
Hello, Lufthansa, sorry, B-line 6 Alpha Tango, stand 1,
B-line 6 Alpha Tango, apron. Good day.
There we go, left whiskey 1, and Sierra 5 is of course the southern exit there. Speedy Gonzalez here around the corner, test. Just need to check here that we're on live weather. We are.
Papa, weiter geht's beim Count. 121 bis 830, ciao.
121.830, vielen Dank, tschüss, die Twitch 5, Sam Papa.
Apron, good afternoon, Griffin, 7 Whiskey, taxi Mike to Alpha 4.
Griffin.
München Ground, hallo, die Twitch 5, Sam Papa, Sierra 5.
Twitch 57 Papa, Ground, hello, taxi holding point 08 right via Sierra and Bravo 1.
Sierra, Bravo 1, holding point 8 right. Twitch 5, Sam Papa. So Sierra, the first one to the right here.
Mosquito 46 Alpha, standby on tower, 120.505.
120.505, standby on tower. Mosquito 46 Alpha, thank you.
Bye bye.
Lots of traffic. Sierra 1 is all the way down. So, Pa Bejo, hello.
07 Alpha, tower, Servus Marcos, taxi to holding point 08 right via Sierra and Spera.
Thank you so much for the question. How long does it take for a non-pilot to know what to do? Yeah, like Joey says, it depends. It depends, first of all, the aircraft type. So if you choose like a 737 or an A320, I think the hardest thing to learn is not really pure flying. The hardest thing to learn is to use the autopilot and the flight management system. I think that's what takes the most time. The rest regarding procedures, which buttons to press, etc., that's learned really quickly. But to get comfortable and knowledgeable on the autopilot and flight management system, that takes usually a long time. And there's a simple reason behind that, because these days these systems are just extremely important regarding an efficient and safe operation of these aircraft. I'm gonna have a look at Barbour departure here. Bravo 3 Echo complete. So there's our chart, fantastic. Hang on, hold on.
Lufthansa 07 Alpha, you're cleared via Bravo 3 intersection.
That will not work, will it?
Jet 57 Papa, stand by on tower 120.505, ciao.
20505 Charlie, Jet 57 Papa. Are they doing like shared flight or something and they forgot to...
Ground Servus, the Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot approaching Sierra 5.
Oh, one of them logged off or disappeared.
Tower, ground, sorry. Taxi to holding point
that was
0
strange.
via Sierra and Bravo 1.
Via Sierra Bravo 1 holding point 08 right, Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot.
Hello, with the 3 Lama Foxtrot.
So we're going all the way to Sierra 1. So we have a little bit more to go. So. Hey Pod, greetings to you, how are you? Happy Saturday. Oh, I can imagine. I know a lot of people are telling me that they're envious.
There we go, to jet.
I kind of, sometimes I feel a bit guilty. But then again, yeah, I'm still trying to enjoy my retirement.
Airbus Industry 5, Tower 08 right, clear for takeoff.
So I wish you all the best, Pod, to get there as well, really quickly. And Nightmorph, hello. München, schönen Abend, die Jet 57 Papa, Bravo 1.
Jet 57 Papa, hallo.
Was it Bravo 1 or Sierra 1? Why did I say... No, it's Bravo 1. Huh?
Jet 6 Papa Yankee after landing Turkish 350.
That's correct.
Runway 85 behind.
So Sierra 1, Bravo.
Yeah, demanding Turkish A350 line up and wait behind 08 right, Jet 6 Papa Yankee.
Turkish 4X Lima with 080 degrees 7 knots, runway 08 right.
Yeah, thanks guys. Although, today, not gonna lie, today I had a moment where I thought, darn, I somehow wish I was still flying. And you know why? I saw a recording, video recording of the first 777X flight. So the first production aircraft that went for a test flight, which is the Lufthansa aircraft to be delivered next year, it seems. And what a gorgeous aircraft. But huge, absolutely huge aircraft. But still looks so elegant. And I thought, yeah, I'd love to fly that. Not gonna lie, I would love to fly that. So that's something where I'm saying, but that's the way it is. Aaron, hello. Yeah, so Aaron, good question. And indeed, one of the biggest issues, health issues for pilots is sleep. So because sleep is how you recharge batteries on a day-to-day basis. So it can either mean, if you sleep well, it can mean that you uphold your kind of resilience towards stress. But on the opposite, if you sleep badly and you keep having sleep deprivation, that starts to sum up. And your stress resilience will go down. And also, eventually you're going to run into health issues. So that's something, sleep is something very important. Yeah.
CTR 5 Kilo Echo wind 080 degrees 7 knots.
Yeah, the long-term radiation exposure, weirdly enough, Pod, is something I'm not really too worried about. If I look at my health state, there are other issues that will probably cause an issue further down the line as I get older. More than potentially, getting cancer from the radiation exposure. So I don't know. That is something that I'm not really worried too much about. So
127.955, good shot 6, thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, from what my doctor said to me, he said definitely it was a good idea to retire as early as possible.
For Lufthansa 638.
07 Alpha, wind 100 degrees, 9 knots, number 8 clear for takeoff. 100 clear for takeoff, 07 Alpha. Fuel length 3 Romeo Foxtrot, departing traffic, Lufthansa 320, full length, report inside.
Delta Mike Sierra is something.
Traffic inside, warning.
Fuel length 3 Romeo Foxtrot, after mentioned traffic, line up runway 08 right behind.
After the Lufthansa 320, line up runway 08 right behind, warning 3 Romeo Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 638, reduce final speed now.
Fixing to final approach for Lufthansa 638.
15.0. So, and then the next one down the line.
Hello, Vision 4 Mike Fox,
So here, next view
Vision 4 Mike Fox, hello, reduce to your final approach speed.
We'll reduce to final, Vision 4 Mike Foxtrot, and just for your information, we're going to disconnect on the runway rather than repositioning to stand because we want to run an experiment that's not compatible with an event traffic.
Good. Happy with that. I should have done.
Lining up hold position.
I should have taken more.
Yeah, the traffic disappeared for us. Are we on time or not?
Yeah, out position now.
So I strongly recommend any young pilots out there not just only wear a long sleeved shirt,
Vision 4 Mike Foxtrot, are you stabilized?
but also
Vision 4 Mike Foxtrot, negative. We're
use sunscreen in the flat deck.
And, I don't know what else happened.
Okay, then please just try to fly the runway heading on 5,000 feet.
We'll try.
Oh, nice. 350.
I'm really sorry, but if you're unable, you're gonna have to disconnect. There's a lot of traffic right now.
Yeah, we're fully aware of that. Thank you. Yeah, highly experimental aircraft. We're going to disconnect 4 Mike Foxtrot and try that again.
Okay, have a nice day. To jet 57 Papa, line up 8 right.
Line up 8 right, to jet 57 Papa. Here we go. Line up.
So 07 Alpha identified, contact departure, 127
Come on, hurry up.
127 Alpha 5, 727 Alpha.
So we have, before takeoff checklist, flaps 5 green light, trim is 5.5 units set. Before takeoff checklist completed, cabin crew.
Jet 57 Papa, winds 100 degrees, 9 knots, runway 8 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 right, clear takeoff, to jet 57 Papa.
Are
we all ready? TCAS. TCAS is on, PACs remain on, we'll go with terrain mode here. We are ready, are we? Yeah, let's go. Runway is clear. Takeoff.
Lufthansa 6 clear, turn right on Tango, contact ground, 1830 goodbye.
Press set. 8 units.
Romeo Foxtrot, departing traffic now, Lufthansa 320, full length, lining up, report inside.
Traffic inside now, warning 3 Romeo Foxtrot.
Enough speed.
Fueling 3 Romeo Foxtrot, after this, departing traffic, line up runway 08 right behind.
After the Lufthansa, line up runway 08 right behind, warning 3 Romeo Foxtrot.
So busy.
09 Whiskey, wind 0, bridge with 100 degrees, 9 knots, 8 right, clear for takeoff.
And 1.
Enough
Enough speed. Flaps 1.
Austin 21 Mike, line up runway 08 right, 1 intersection, departure ahead of you.
Austin 21 Mike, lining up 08 right, 1 intersection, departure ahead.
Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot, move forward to category 1 holding point.
Forwarding to category 1 holding point, Condor 9 Papa Fox.
And Mosquito 46 Alpha for information, there are 3 more departures ahead of you. That's just because of your speed on departure. I don't want anybody to crash in you.
Roger, 46 Alpha.
So 230 knots maximum. Looking good. There's a lot of trim now.
Twitch at 57 Papa, maintain present heading.
Maintain present heading, Twitch at 57 Papa. Right, heading select.
Lufthansa 4 Yankee Alpha.
Order pilot.
Lufthansa 4 Yankee Alpha, speed 170 knots, 125.
Heading select.
170 4 Yankee Alpha.
Set standard. Standard cross check. Pass.
Austin 21 Mike with 100 degrees, 9 knots, number 8 right, clear for takeoff.
8 right, clear for takeoff of 21 Mike.
Twitch at 57 Papa, contact radar 127, decimal 955.
27955. Dankeschön, tschüss, die Twitch at 57 Papa.
Bearing 3 Romeo Foxtrot, we are right and lining up.
On the 5 echo mention, radar identified, cleared Betos 08 transition. Descent to flight level 80.
Already entering Betos 08
set.
transition, descending level 80, Condor 5 echo
München departure. Hello, the Twitch at 57 Papa, runway heading and maintaining 70.
Received Lufthansa 158, hello, identified, descent to flight level 80.
80, 158.
Data station, second.
Twitch at 57 Papa, we are approaching what you've just overshot 70 a bit on the runway heading.
Twitch at 57 Papa, hello, identified, plan to flight level 150, I'll call you back for right turn.
That's copy, climb level 150, Twitch at 57 Papa. That's a bit weird.
Kilo descent to altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1015.
So it wasn't in VNAV
1015, descent to 5,000, push from 8 kilo.
Twitch at 57 Papa, proceed direct Barbor.
Twitch at 57 Papa, I like to Warburg, danke.
Lufthansa 158, turn right heading 080.
Execute. LNAV.
00158.
Yeah, I don't know.
09 Whiskey, airborne,
We did check 70, and honestly, I don't know when that changed to 74.
Continue present heading.
Did not see that happening.
Okay, we'll continue present heading.
Maybe a glitch in the app or something. Anyways,
yeah, that's fine.
We got it covered. So now, 150, inbound to Warburg. So Joey, yesterday you saw a 60-minute video of Australia yesterday, which apparently was 13 years old, but it mentioned that the LIBR system can contain incredibly dangerous chemicals. I can talk a little bit about that because there were a couple of aircraft where that was really an issue. Especially the Avrojet to start off with.
132, 305, hot and only, but from Kilo Charlie.
Oh! You know what? Now I remember someone saying, I hope the... Yeah, we are inbound to Warburg, 3Jet5 Papa. So, the last time we had issues as well with the LNAV.
Directed February, Lufthansa 09 Whiskey. Departure, hello, Welling 3 Lama Foxtrot, passing 5,000 feet, landing to flight level 70 on the altitude echo departure.
Welling 3 Lama Foxtrot, radar identified. Lufthansa 158, turn left heading 350.
350.
So last time it was like oscillating left and right off
the track. Radar 134, decimal
Ah, sorry. 132.455 about.
Okay, so 132.455 for Juliet 5 Papa.
Loma Bravo, bye-bye.
Lufthansa 905 Tango, climb to flight level 300.
We've got the Alps coming up here. Oh yeah.
7, descend to flight level 220, cross Harpoon end level.
Descend to flight level 220 and say again the rest.
Emirates 777, reach flight level 220, latest at the waypoint Harpoon.
Reach the flight level 220 at waypoint Harpoon, Emirates 777.
München, grüß Gott, die Turjet 5 Papa, Level 150.
Turjet 5 Papa, München, radar Airbus head in flight, climb flight level 270.
Turjet 57 Papa to climb, confirm flight level 270 or 370?
Climb flight level 270 and direct Raditz.
Okay, we're climbing flight level 270 and inbound to Raditz. Dankeschön, Turjet 57 Papa. Right, we're N1 VNAV speed. The problem I have with the loudness settings on V-Pilot, is it me or has it gotten worse lately?
Lufthansa 905 Tango, connect to this radar 133.050 on track.
Worse for you also? Yeah, right. So let's see how it now catches the LNAV path.
130,
Good. After takeoff checklist. After takeoff, engine bleeds on. Packs are on. Landing gear up and flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist completed. Oh, come on. Why is it having such a lot of difficulties with the LNAV? I hope the update fixes that as well. On your fly. Jeez.
Lufthansa 09 Whiskey, climb to flight level 310.
Flight level 310, Lufthansa 09 Whiskey.
Emirates 777, contact Langen radar 1.
I mean, if the controllers notice that you're swerving left and right of track, then you know it's bad. Let's try that again. Come on. Now enough. Raditz. Alrighty. Before started the line, when you're done, the altitude suddenly jumped.
Condor 34 Zulu München radar Airbus identified.
It could be. It could be that the button somewhere on the FMS. Look, it just doesn't.
Lufthansa 07 Alpha, monitor advisory track.
So I'm trying to get it somewhere near the path and then hope that it actually starts to even out, but alright, let's see how it gets there. Anyways, hey Fabian. Yeah, okay, but we know that in Airbus, you know, it does vary 50 feet, right, in alt cruise. So that's normal behavior on the Airbus. Cool. In the meantime, let me go to my system page. Let me go to...
445, München radar, hello, identified, descent level 170.
Right, so let's do that.
170 for Lufthansa 445.
That way, can dial down the ATC sound a bit. That's really interesting enough. That is actually sounds that's how it sounds, let's say, on a Bose A320 headset. That's how quiet it is.
Condor 4 Delta Lima München, radar LO identified.
That's actually quite nice now. Cool. Yeah. So so regarding the toxic fumes that some aircraft encountered from time to time, those were sometimes related to bearing faults in the engines. So as we know that most air conditioning systems are based on bleed air, so highly compressed bleed air from the compressor of the engine, and that is being extracted in parts from the high and the low part of the compressor. Then is usually filtered, goes into the pack system. The pack system, compresses it, cools it down by expansion, adds a pre-cooler to it, etc., etc. So whole magic that goes on in the
November 1 to Tango,
in the pack system.
Radar 133.050.
The problem is, if for some reason there's a little oil that comes into the compressor because of the heat that's been generated by the compressed air, that oil is being evaporated, so it becomes a fume, and then that potentially was able to get into the cabin, the passenger cabin. Now, like I said, I remember the first time I encountered this phenomenon was as a passenger on the Avrojets. So back when I started commuting between Bremen and Frankfurt, they had a lot of these Avrojets in use back then. And what I noticed was a smell that it's hard. Some people say it smells like old socks, so sweaty old socks. And others are saying, I had a feeling sometimes it smells like a really wet and dirty dog. So for those that have a dog and you go for a long walk and they get really muddy and dirty, sometimes their fur would smell like that. So you definitely notice.
Stop climb flight level 190, Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot.
Condor 3 for Zulu, descend to flight level 130,
so I'm going to ask for a bit of a climb in a minute. Oh, a bit of turbulence here. Yeah, so that's how I noticed, and I've had many of those events in as a passenger. Yeah, wet jocks. Yeah, famous bearing number 3. Okay. Interesting enough, so on the A320 series, I had that very same effect from time to time. Not often. Let's say maybe 5 times a year. But interesting enough, in parts, it was sometimes caused by the pack system, where now Yoda, you know that better than I do, but that's how they explained it to me, was that during descent, the pack system do a kind of a heat cycle where they heat up very strongly internally to kill off all the germs, right? So kind of a cleansing process. And sometimes that cleansing process will give you some sort of odor, but that was not really toxic. So not like having the oil fumes. Sometimes, especially when it went through a lot of clouds, so you had a lot of moisture outside, that was an effect. So they told me that could happen sometimes. However, another issue apparently was that sometimes there was also a leak in the APU bearings. And weirdly enough, through the APU bleeder duct, which also, of course, feeds the pack system. So sometimes oil would get through the APU bleeder system into the pack system and cause these fume events, apparently. So.
Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot, climb level 270.
Climbing flight level 270, Condor 9 Papa
Yeah.
Foxtrot.
Yeah, Yoda, exactly.
Twitch 5 Papa, monitor advisory, ciao.
Advisory, ciao. Twitch at 5 Papa. Twitch at 5 Papa, advisory, bye.
Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot, monitor advisory, ciao.
Advisory, Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot, servus, danke.
Panzer 09 Whiskey, monitor advisory, ciao.
Monitor advisory, ciao, Lufthansa 09 Whiskey.
Yeah, so these fume events definitely happened, but there was a lot of studies going on, and I think there were some very prominent cases where apparently pilots during the approach got really sick. I remember there was one in Cologne, I think. I think it was German Wings crew, which made it into the news, actually. And then apparently some people, some flight crew, cabin crew, pilots got sick, permanently sick. Yeah, MAN, I agree. That was very very stressful. But the thing is this: so our union said, if you ever have a fume event, go and go to a clinic and have some blood samples taken, which can then be sent to a specialist or special office where they would test for these fumes and these toxins. And our airline actually supported that. So you could call in sick after an event, go to your medical service, get some blood tests done, etc. If you didn't trust your company, you could go and contact the union and have some other clinic being given to you. But from what I heard, there were no traces ever found in the blood samples. So you can take it with a grain of salt, but I don't know, it's hard to. Let's go 350. So we got the N1 VNAV speed 350. Personally, luckily, I've never felt sick from that, so I don't think I've ever had a poisoned event through that. But yeah, I agree. The 787 pneumatic system is definitely a great system to have. The only thing it seems like is that it seems very maintenance intensive, but Yoda will probably know more about that. So that's why apparently 777 has gone back now. The 777X has a normal bleed system for the air conditioning. So yeah, it's a shame. I would have hoped. Yeah, so one of the things is re-engineering for the bearing system, yeah, for one, and two, our company put in HEPA filters. And I have to say, ever after that, after they put in the HEPA filters, I've never had a fume event again. So I would say that definitely helped as well. Right, right, so what are the questions coming? Gunman, hello. Do you still have yeah, so honestly, in March 2024, with the latest updates, I think it was better after SU4. And now SU5 also, the main thread doesn't get hammered as hard. And so I don't notice any more sound cuts here in 2024. Ghost, we'll have a look. I'm going to try to see if I could get a What's it doing now? Come on. We definitely have to. We're gonna have to put that into the tech log again. Autopilot doesn't follow LNAV routing correctly. Test. Right. Autopilot is on LNAV. Yeah. So are you gonna follow the route now? Yeah. Okay. Good. He has a free will. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Ghost, there hasn't been an update yet for the iFly, so unfortunately, yeah, today I'm running into LNAV issues again. I honestly don't know, Fabian. Yeah, so Yoda, where did they put them in? Oh, come on. Did they put them into the kind of in the main system of the packs, after the packs, or where would they put those filters in? Yeah, Yoda, you wrote to me. Interesting. So you wrote to me and told me how much power do all of the generators on the 787 produce? How many megawatts? That's a crazy number. We'll see. Last time, at some point, it started to calm down and track quite nicely. So I'm still optimistic it'll work at some point. So currently over the Alps, 320, highest altitude. Actually, let's have a look here. Let's quickly check here. Highest altitude is... I already passed the weather there, look at that. 12.3, so 15,000 is definitely safe initially. And as we proceed southbound, the grid altitudes will go down as well. Yeah. So already past the worst part here. Cool. Why Atmos, Lido? What's Atmos supposed to do? So no condensation effect at the moment, unfortunately, so... $1.2 million watts. That's a crazy amount of power. After the packs. Okay, Yoda, thank you much for the information. Cool stuff. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, I agree. At 350. But I don't know why Boeing went back to the normal bleed system for the 777. Maybe even airlines demanded it because of the maintenance costs. Wow, it's so struggling. Look at that. Right, yeah. If it doesn't calm down, I'll use heading. I always find when I have a lot of crosswind, like today, that's when it starts to act up a bit. It's weight. Bleed duct don't weigh anything. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I mean, you've got to imagine, you've got to have, on the 787, you need 4 huge cabin air compressors, which compress the air to the required pressure for the pack system. All right, I've had enough of this. So heading select. Let's try this heading select initially. It improves the sim atmosphere. Hey, Bits. Okay. And I would need to read through that. How it actually would improve on that. Because for me, as far as I'm aware, it's shaders It's new to me that it actually affects the the physical atmosphere in the sim. But I will have to confirm that. Good. We are now VNAV path. Heading select. Very important. To make sure that we don't miss a turn. So now we're going to go on the west coast of Croatia, past Zadar, past Split, and then we hop over to Italy at the Brindisi. And then later for the approach, someone asking regarding the beautiful approach. If we're lucky, we may get a visual approach. I'll definitely request one. Because the weather should be fine. Look, Cav OK. Runway 31, 350 Cav OK. So yeah, I think that potentially gives us. Yeah, but I mean that's what I mean, Lilo. Haze is a visual artifact. So I mean, and then the question is, what does it do with the rest of the the weather injection, etc., etc. So, because the last time I tried it, didn't we have crashed the desktop or something? And then I switched it off because of that. I could be wrong. So I would have loved to show you guys the tree effect. Lilo, you would know that, right? Lilo, do I have to have the tree something running in the background here? The GFX stuff or not?
Pioneer 566, you cut in a little close there, buddy.
Cool. Let's have a quick look here. We are now 27 minutes into the flight. 27 minutes into the flight. So we are landing at 18:30, so in about 55-ish minutes. Which means flights, use sim brief. It's in max. Okay, so then I guess the atmospheric conditions aren't such that are not humid enough right now for the effects. Okay, thank you. Good. So let's check. We are now inbound to Relim. No checkpoint there.
Ryanair 566, that was cool, man. You just about crash ready.
Oh yeah. They're fighting. Oh, Relim. There we go. So Relim. 54 minutes after departure. 3 plus 500, so 3.5 tons. We're supposed to have there. So let's have a quick look here. So 3. Oh, hang on. What's this? There we go. So so we should have 3.5 as a fuel value. In the top menu, you see the icon. Oh, this one here. Ah, yeah, you're right. Didn't tell me earlier that I need to log in. Hang on, let me just get my code. Gonna have to put you on pause there for a second. Guys, okay, there's no cause for alarm, okay? Gotta trust me on that. No, all good. No, it's just one of the key binds for the autopilot. Good. So, so master is on, right? Effect intensity normal. Okay, right. So now let's have a look. Oh, am I paused? What? Yeah, Alex. Oh, there we go. Now we got condensation. Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
Ah, flight simming. Hey Alex, how are you doing? But at least we now know it's working. Good. Autopilot is on. Heading select VNAV path. We're all good. Hey Beaver. We'll see. Okay, so Aviamar was brave enough today to say he's going to fly along. So Aviamar, the last time he was pilot monitoring, and today I said to him, well, you can be pilot flying today if you like. Yeah, and I will try to set up. So we're going to fly on VATSIM. Although the thing is, yeah, but I mean, Keith said it should work. We should be able to log onto VATSIM to fly on VATSIM, and then also log in on Pilot Edge for the passenger simulation. But the main focus is going to be passenger simulation as well. Okay, so if it doesn't work VATSIM and Pilot Edge, then we're going to scrap VATSIM, just go Pilot Edge. So Pilot Edge works worldwide as a network. It's just you don't get ATC in Europe, right? But in general, the network. Okay, Beaver says as well. So VATSIM Pilot should work at the same time. Cool. Yeah. Then we should be fine with the passenger simulation. Yeah. What a beautiful view here. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, okay, so the auto panel may not work for VATSIM, you mean, like? What do you mean? Huh? Why will face-to-face not work? Oh, it will work. Yeah, sorry. Correct. The reason why the PA and the intercom doesn't work is because obviously that is routed through as you have to push to talk. But I mean, yeah, the thing is, I want to be on VATSIM because maybe some people want to fly along, and we may have ATC, which would be fun. But I think we can skip the PA. So it's just the routing of ATC via the speakers doesn't work. Okay. But again, yeah, we can try out, see what's working, what's not working. Yeah. Beautiful. I love the wing flex as well here on the iFly. Very nice. Let's do this. Let's save that. Back. Let's adjust that one a bit. There we go. Save. All right, cool. Well, yeah, you're invited, definitely, Beaver, yeah. Sure. Yeah, we expect to leave in about an hour 20. 1 hour, 20 minutes. So we should be good on time there. Got 50 minutes remaining flight time. Then I'll restart the stream for the second flight. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so as a co-pilot, it has happened to me. As a captain, it hasn't happened to me anymore. The reason being is that as a captain, I'm just so focused on the PA stuff, and just to make sure that I've got everything correctly set on the audio control panel. I always check 3 times to make sure I have. And one of the important things is, of course, let's say, you know, for the evacuation command, that you do that in the correct channel. You don't want to mess up the evacuation command. You know, if you do the evacuation command over the frequency instead of the PA, that is a very, very bad mistake to make, right? Did you hear that, guys? I was so shocked today hearing about the Frontier flight, Frontier A321 in Denver, taking off and hitting someone on the runway, a person on the runway. I just read the initial report. So they rejected at about 120 knots after hitting a pedestrian walking on the runway. It says also in the Aviation Herald report, it says there may have been a gap in the airport's east perimeter fence, which was inspected by airport security on May the 9th in the morning. Yeah. Suicide. Well, potentially possible, but I mean, I'd wait for, you know, some more detailed investigation. I mean, oh really? Is that happened for the BA-38 captain? He said evacuate on ATC. Okay. The wing fade in the cloud looks very nice. Okay. There's a video from the passenger where you can see the engine explode. Good God, yeah, that's horrible. Man. Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll wait for the official investigation report. No. And I mean, Denver Airport is such a huge area, right? The whole airport area, I don't know how many square miles that is, but lots. Huge area. So that's why it's hard to monitor all of the runways all the time. I want to quickly check radar here, VATSIM radar. Make sure they're still online. So let's see. Uh-oh. Have they logged off already? Is the event already over? Could be. But then again, I mean, if it's over, then we have even better chances to do a visual approach. Just saying. Oh, you're right. My traffic indication is off. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Hey, Drehstuhlpilot. Flying a tractor today. What do you mean? You mean this beautiful modern aircraft? This beauty. I mean, the RTO must have been really violent. Yeah, Captain Bizbiz, yeah. Yeah, just check the video. That's a... Hey, Winky. Yeah, I remember that one in Amsterdam as well, yeah. Yeah, sure. So weather from to, let me have a look here. Right. That was on the... Hey, Yannick. In the fuel planning. Fuel planning. Okay, yeah, so as you know, when you do your alternate planning, there is a time window for the forecast. So the weather planning is valid 2 hours in length, and it's valid from 1811 to 2011. So what you need to check is at your alternate airport, your expected landing time minus and plus 1 hour. That's the weather forecast period that you have to check. So let's go through that. So if we arrive at Brindisi at 1833 and we go around and divert immediately, the diversion will take about 38 minutes. Okay. So add 38 to the 1833, you get 1911. And then so your time window for the weather is 1811 to 2011. So exactly in that plus minus 1 hour time window for the weather forecast. So so that has to be checked. And that just gives you the confirmation that the alternate planning was done with the weather forecast in the correct time window. Does that make sense? So of course the pilots normally go through the and if it expires. Well, you have to recheck then. So of course it goes without saying that you would not, in a normal operation, you would not just simply trust the weather forecast. All right. So en route, you would regularly check weather anyways, right? As we know, the forecasts, especially summertime, when you have very convective weather, forecast it's only accurate to a certain degree. And so, as especially when this is your only option, right? This is your plan B. You would check plan B. So let's check it right now. So we have Bari currently runway 07, cab okay, wind at 6 knots out of the east. So good weather. So no threats. Let's have a look at the METAR quickly. Yeah, there we go. So all good on that weather. Also, we checked that our destination airport is equal or better than landing minimums, right? And we know that the alternate minimas, when you pre-plan, they have some additionals on the visibility and the minimums, potentially, depending on what kind of approach type you have. But at least on the RVR values, you do have to add some additional for the alternate planning. And we also know, as a very simple rule, if your destination airport is below landing minimas, then you have to have 2 alternate airports, and the alternate fuel calculation has to be done on the airport that is furthest away from those 2 alternate airports. But today, since there's good weather in Brindisi, we only need 1 alternate airport, and again, no threats there, so all good. Yeah, so en route, AVMR en route, we check the weather on our own, obviously. The only time really we contact dispatch, hey Nightwolf, so dispatch is responsible for any pre-planning stuff. So when you do flight planning stuff, give an example. So let's say, for example, we hear ATC say, be aware, complete radar outage over over Italy. They are unable to accept any aircraft. What are your intentions? Right. This will be a situation where it's a good idea to contact dispatch, because what you can do is tell them, hey, we're currently overhead split. All right. So do me a favor and calculate now a rerouting to Dubrovnik or back to Munich, right? Let's say we've got 4 tons of fuel remaining. Can we make it back to Munich even? Or maybe we go to, I don't know, somewhere in Austria, whatever, right? And they can actually then, because they have the performance values, they have the software, they can really accurately work out your fuel requirements for that. And then also check weather, right? So they can help you with that planning phase. Now, it's important as well. So let's say we go back to, Munich. Let's say we have the fuel for Munich, and then we take the alternate Salzburg. Okay. Well, then we have to check Salzburg weather, and since it's again a new planning with a new alternate planning, we have to take the alternate minimas, not the landing minimas. And again, dispatch would be able to help you there quite well with that, right? Because the other option you would have really is to contact ATC, ask them for a reclearance, and then you could go to route 2, right? Enter new destination, let's say. Not activate, obviously, and then you would have to. Hang on, let's have a look here. Departure arrival, Munich arrival. Let's say we want to do ILS 8 right, and again from the south. Probably we do like Otterspec transition from the south, and then prior to that, we would have to get some kind of route clearance, right? And so if you do that via ATC, it may take some time, right? It may take some time until they give you a rerouting. So potentially, if you have dispatch help you finding a reroute, they could even get that over to ATC, as a new flight plan. And then you would get a copy, ATC would get a copy, and that way it makes things a lot easier to do. Let's go below here. Can't you, hang on, Ghost, on SimBrief, can you not go and, I'm pretty sure, hang on, I did do that not too long ago. So let's do, for example, today, let's say, I'll take that one again here, edit. So we would go to alter airports. And then alter airports. So we would select 2 alter airports there, for example, right? And then you can select alter airports. So, I mean, you would say that, for example, this one would be the furthest away, so I would definitely do this one first, right? So this would be my first alternate. And then the second one is the one that's closer by, right? So if you do it this way, let's generate the flight. Let's see if it takes the one that's further away in the fuel calculations. Yeah, so there we go. So it does take the one which takes 1.7 tons of fuel, and the other one is just for info, right? That takes 1200. That's minus 500 kilograms. Yeah, so yeah, you can do that. Exactly. I know it's a bit of a workaround, but that's just the way it is. Okay, MAN will do so. Thank you much. Let's have a quick look. Let's see, Brindisi. That was 1910. 1910. Oh yeah, military firing. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, MAN, very good point. Good catch. So for a visual approach, you can only go out 2.5 miles. So I guess you will have to program that waypoint somehow. Interesting. So 2.5 miles, passing a beam threshold, turn right, join base leg. 2.5. Yeah, it should be okay though. Right. So let's have a look if we can program that really quickly. So let's go legs page. Let's see if I can get the runway 31 here. Fix. Right. So we have, now we got to do all that 224 inbound. So outbound is going to be 044, correct? So it's going to be 044 radial. So that works. And then I can take this point here, right? Put that in there, waypoint 1. Then I want to program that as 134 degrees. 134. And I'm going to put 3 miles, knowing that that is going to be the point I have to turn prior to that. Actually, hang on, disregard. I can do 2.5. No, hang on. Disregard. I should be able to do 2.5. Hold on. 2.5. Perfect. 337. No, 134. 134. 2.5 miles. So now we get a new waypoint. Click on that. And that's... right, let's see. That's the theory. So let's have a look if it works. Hang on. That's waypoint 1. Oh, hang on. That's 1 mile. Hang on. And I did something wrong there. Hang on. Let's clear that out again. All right. So let's have a look there. But that should have been that point, right? From there, it did draw in the radial one. Oh, here we go. That's a 2.5 miles. So there's the runway. But that's a bit short here. That's where I went wrong. So that should be maybe also 3 miles. Yeah. So let's try that again. Let's go 044 at 3 miles there. Then I'll take this point, put that in there, and then we'll have 134 at 2.5 miles. Doesn't do it. So runway 31. So that's 044 at 3 miles. Let's take that again. Waypoint 1. So this time, how can I see if that works? Yeah, that looks better. So that's the first point, the beam point. And so I want to take that there from 134 at 2.5. Yeah. That looks better, I think. Although, no, that's too short. Why is that so? Yeah, it doesn't take that point correctly, I think. So I'm not sure why it's not taking this coordinate there, this one there. You see, it keeps putting that there. That's not correct. All right, I've got to start descend here. Let's go to level 100. And also still has a waypoint in there as well. Hang on. Let's delete that out as well. There we go. Nope. Doesn't do it. I mean, I can try that again. Let's do 044. Let's try it this way. And 2.5 miles. Let's try it this way. Ha! Right. Now, that's correct. That's pretty good. Okay, so we'll take... A bit confused though why it always takes waypoint 1. Like, shouldn't it take like a different version there? 2.5. So now at least I have the 2.5 turning mile. So downwind, here's our turning point. You are correct. I'm on heading selects. Thank you. Right, shall we try again to get direct to EOSA? Shall we try that? See if it finally works. And so in LNAV, power's idle, descending. Quick fuel check as well, as we've been talking so much. So let's do a quick fuel check. EOSA So it should be 3.3 and 1 hour 2 minutes. So yeah, that looks pretty good. Heading select. That doesn't look so good. So IOSA is going to be 1 hour 2 minutes roundabout, and we're going to have 3.5-ish of fuel, and we're supposed to have 3.4. No, sorry, 3.3. So fuel is fine. Time is good. So all Gucci there. Right. Good. TCAS is below, and we are going to try to fly the visual approach. We have one aircraft overhead, but they're flying somewhere else. There's one aircraft that landed. Are you kidding me? They landed 1-3. With tailwind. Well, they can do that. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, they have. Okay, I accept that. That's fine. But I'll fly the visual approach nonetheless. Good. Right, let's go through the theory of that visual approach then. How we're going to fly this. So the idea is to get on a downwind about 3 miles offset, 2.5, 3 miles offset. We're going to be going flaps 5, probably about 160 knots, maybe even flaps 15, we'll see. Then 2.5 miles outbound. Let's see, we're going to do 3 miles a minute. So that's about a minute, or let's say 45 seconds, which is pretty much standard. It doesn't look very long, does it? But again, if you have 160 miles, or let's say 180 miles ground speed, then it's 3 miles per minute. And usually, if you're 1,500 feet above the airport, you go outbound 45 seconds minus tailwind component. Right, so the 2.5 miles is fine for the turn. So that's pretty much a standard visual approach in my opinion. Yeah, we try to avoid overflying the Monte d'Ison area. We can also insert capo as a fix to help us orientate around the pattern there. So let's put that in there as well. Capo. There we go. Excellent. Oh, beautiful sunset there. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, Quanta Virus, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that. Very sad. Again, what a beautiful view. And as always, so unnecessary, right? So many people being hurt and yeah, terrible. So let me quickly go through here. I'm just going to check the waypoints there and make sure. Yeah, Capo is there as well. 2.5 miles. We turn Capo. Cool. Okay. One more thing. Let me have a look quickly. Where was the area we're supposed to avoid? Yeah, but that's time. So normally, if they were firing, you would not get the visual approach. So let's say they are already at the bar, right? So they're not firing. So we're good to go. Alrighty. Good. So we're going to fly the visual approach in 1,500 feet altitude. So like I said, we're going to be outbound on a downwind flaps 10, maybe flaps 15. Start timing a beam. And about 45 seconds should be about 2.5 miles. Then we turn base, head for Capo, join the final at Capo. And we have on the fixed page this distance here, which I'll leave running now. So then we can see the distance to the threshold and how high we should be. Good. All right, let's go down to 1,500 feet. So they'll have a good aiming point there. Yeah, heading straight for the airport. Brilliant. Then, after landing, we're going to do a flap. Let's do a calculation first of all. Although, do we have a landing performance calculator? We do. Let's go with Lima, India, Bravo, Romeo. Search. Casal. Runway 31. Condition dry. And the... So that's 355. Let's say that's calm. Temperature is 18. QNH is 1016. Flap will do 30. Aircon on. Anti-ice off. Brakes. Let's do 3 initially. How much landing distance do we have? We have 3,000 meters. Plenty. Then we'll take Alpha Bravo maybe. So actually I'm going to do auto brake 2. Dispatch. No, we want en route. Where's my en route? Show en route. There we go. We'll do... yeah, I know it's still... So no reverser credit. Flap 30. We have everything working. Complete. And landing weight is around 66 tons. Right. So 66 tons landing weight. No additionals. So we need about 2,000 meters with auto brake 2. We have 3,000 available, so plenty of room. I'm going to go level change here. And we're going to go speed brakes out. So I do want to reach the pattern altitude 1,500 feet when we enter the pattern there. Good. So descent items, flaps 30, auto brake 2. 1 recall check. Looking good. Minimums is visual, so we're not going to enter any visual, any minimums there in the baro. And then after we vacate the runway to the right, I'm going to taxi back Alpha. Then Alpha Echo will cross to apron 1. Because I think that's where we... Yeah, we have a parking spots there at apron 1 terminal. So we have a taxi and crossing runway, which then would be our hotspot. Actually, we have a dry runway there. That's fine. VNAV forecast and the transition is about 60. Right, let's get into that. 065. Good. Any questions from your side? Special threats? Anything I've missed? Cost index, yeah, I'm aware of that. Sorry for that. Right, let me get into a better seating position there for the landing. Is that better? I think that's better. Yeah, I love sunset flying as well. And we are in real time, so this is what it should be looking like IRL. Brindisi traffic, Twitch at 57 Papa is currently north of the field. We're going to fly a right-hand visual pattern, runway 31 in Brindisi. And we'll join the pattern in about 5 minutes.
Traffic, Condor 9 Papa, Foxtrot, we are 20 miles behind the aircraft that just made the announcement, and we fly the approach.
Nice, GG's. He's also flying visual approach, very good. Oops. So, in order to have some fun, we've done everything. Yeah, Avimar, there was supposed to be an event. But I guess they logged off. I don't know. Cool. Let's quickly have terminal charts here. Let's go to Brindisi. Edit clip. Let me get the airport parking stands. Then I'm going to get the ILS chart out as well for the frequency. And then information. Actually, not all. Let's go here. We had. Well, where was the visual? Page down. Page down. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. So that was the important part here, really, that I wanted to see. Cool. 134. Good. I think I'm ready. Are you guys ready? Alaska Nedits, welcome. Greetings. Let's quickly do one thing, though. Hang on. Let's do system page. I think I'm going to leave the HUD off today. So now let's do the flight directors off. I'm going to put the bird on. And then I'm going to declutter the auto thrusters off as well. Let me declutter the arrival there. So let's delete. What? Hang on. There we go. Delete. Execute. Have that one deleted as well for the final fix. Fantastic. And then for the ILS, it's a frequency 109.55. It has a DME as well. And then I have a 1355 on this side. Alright, that's all set. Inbound 313. Well, actually, yeah, let's do that. 313. We have the rest pretty much set up there. 313. Runway heading. That here as well, 313. Perfect. Good. I'm going to start heading downwind. There's a runway. Going to start heading downwind, start slowing down. Speed brakes come back in. Let's set the altimeters. Altimeter is supposed to be 1016. Then let's read a descent checklist. Landing altitude is 50 feet set. Recall was checked. Auto brake is 2. Landing data, we have VREF 143 for flaps 30. And we have no minimums. Approach briefing completed. Descent checklist complete. Let's read the approach checklist. Altimeter 1016, 5250 now is checked. That is the approach checklist complete as well. I'm going to do the start switches here already. Try to do as much as possible beforehand. Thanks Ghost for the weather. Would it be possible to plan a left holding over Kappa with inbound course? You can do whatever you want regarding, you know, how you visualize for the approach. You know, whatever helps you with that. The only thing I'm confused with a bit is, for me, it seems like the capo is a bit more than 2.5 miles. I guess it is planning a little bit of an arc. So here, so like another mile, if you like, so that you're going to get about 3.5 miles, really. Just start to slow down here. Dome light on here. That's off. Seems a bit bright in my opinion. Oh, alrighty. 2,000 feet to go. Brindisi traffic. Tourjet 57 Papa is about to join the right-hand downwind runway 31 in Brindisi. Have to do a bit more speed brakes. Start slowing down here. Flaps 1, speed is checked. Flaps 1.
2,500.
Is checked. Flaps 5. Yep, that's to go. Speed brakes coming in. Clock is ready for the outbound. There we go. There's the airport. There's the runway. Nice. Flaps 10. As we level off here, 1,500. Oh, now I can see the oil refinery there. So that's what you're supposed to miss. So you shouldn't go over that. That's what they said. I'm going to aim for about 3 degrees pitch, maybe 4. Oh, 4 looks good. We'll level off here. Yeah, why shouldn't it? Oh, well, the only issue I'm having with the iFly is the LNAV. That is not working correctly. Here's the timer. So 2.5 miles. Then we turn base, try to get on final there at Capo. Careful with the altitude. And so as we turn base, we'll put the gear down, flaps 20. Looks pretty cool. Good. 45 seconds. Like I said, 45 seconds, 2.5 miles. That's pretty neat. Here comes gear down. Flaps 15. Let's start slowing down here. Now, I'm not going to descend just yet. Just going to beat the speed off. Here's flaps 25. Keep trimming the aircraft. Let's arm the speed brakes. Brindisi traffic, Twitch 57 Papa, turning base, right base, runway 31 in Brindisi. So here we go, flaps 30, final setting. So very beautiful there, flying around the industrial area. So we are currently 5 miles away, so yeah, it's slightly low as expected. Did go out a bit more than necessary, but I didn't want to fly too close to Capo there. Nice thing is we got a nice turn indicator there to tell us how we're approaching the center line. Brindisi traffic, Twitch 57 Papa, turning final 31 in Brindisi. And there we have the runway.
Brindisi traffic, Condor 9 Papa, Foxtrot.
Landing checklist. Speed correction. The start switch continues. Speed brake. Armed green light. Gears down to green. Flaps 30. Green light. Landing checklist complete. There's the runway. 7 knots. A little bit right crosswind. 1,000. Yes, checked. 150 knots ground speed. That means about 750 feet per minute descent rate, which I have. Now looking at the flight path vector for the 3-degree profile. Checking thrust. Looking good. Nice and stable. Runway is clear. Keep checking descent rate, pitch power. 500. Runway aim point. I should have switched that over, but I'm not going to do that. Doesn't matter. So careful now. 300. Very nice. Keep descending, keep descending. 200. Keep that touchdown zone in that right spot, in the correct spot in the window there. 100. Just slightly lower. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. I'll take that. Speed brakes up. Reverse green. Or normal, as it call that.
Now that's how pros do it.
We are going to take Alpha Charlie. No, we're not. We'll have to brake too hard for that. Auto brake's off. Yeah, happy with that approach. Very nice. And again, if you pre-plan, you just do not get into any hectic moments there. Right.
Brindisi traffic, Condor 9 Papa Foxtrot, now turning base 40 visual runway 31.
Brindisi traffic, Twitch 57 Papa, runway 31 vacated. Well, that's pretty cool. We can now watch, as we taxi back, we can now watch the landing from MAN. There he is on base. So we're not blinding him. Let's get the landing lights off. Let's get the strobe lights off. Let's get the TCAS off. Get the traffic symbol there off. Let's get terrain mode off. Looking good. I passed. Fantastic. Happy to hear that. Thank you much, Mark. Yeah, honestly, just like in real life, you don't get the option often to fly visual approach. But yeah, once you do get the chance from time to time, it's just such a lot of fun. Weather radar is off as well. Fantastic. Right, just in time for MAN's landing. Let's have a look. It's a long taxi back, isn't it? next taxiway should be it. Is this one? No, it's Alpha Echo. One more. One more to go. And then we turn around. V1 rotate. Yeah, I just want to get back to see MAN's landing here. Look at that. Beautiful. And to a Jet 57 Papa. We'll of course hold short of runway 31.
That's very nice of you, Takeoff.
Don't want to disturb his landing, obviously. Just gonna slow down. So we got a perfect spot here for the landing. Nice. Beautiful landing. Brindisi traffic. Twitch at 57 Papa crossing 1331 in Brindisi now. So we'll have the strobe lights on quickly. I have photogrammetry on. Yeah, I have that on. Strobe lights back off again. Those can go off and I just start the APU. So, where shall we park? Shall we park 20... Let's see. Let's find a nice parking spot, shall we? We shall park 206. Go with Alitalia, as it should be.
Brindisi traffic, Condor 9 Papa.
Hey Toto, well only on the over panel, come on.
Southbound by Alpha.
Found it. Right, let's get all the lights off. There's our ramp agent. Yeah, lovely flight again. Aeroporto del Salento. Mamma mia. Is set. APU is available on bus. While I'm down here. Transponder standby. And let's get... oh, that's bright. There we go, that's better. So, rest of the items. Engine is spooling down. Let's get the window heat off as well. Time? Perfect. Good timing. Gonna leave the forward left fuel pump on for the APU. Gonna get some APU bleed air in here for the passengers. For the air conditioning, hydraulic remains on for now. Anti-collision light off, seatbelts off. For the disembarkation. Let's get the checklist. Let's go.
The boarding requested.
Good. We have the parking, no, shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off, probe heat off, hydraulic panel is set, flaps are up, lights out. Parking brake currently on, and engine start is cut off. Weather radar is off. Perfect. And that's the shutdown checklist completed. Beautiful. Beautiful approach. Very nice. Any questions regarding the setup? And it's really literally the same for every aircraft, every airliner at least, where you try to aim for a 1,500 foot pattern altitude above the airport.
Condor, 9 Papa Foxtrot crossing runway 31 at Alpha.
We don't do entertainment, Yoda, on this airline. No, you're not supposed to have entertainment here. No money for that, right? 1,500 foot pattern, and then again, remember the calculations for the outbound leg. So from the beam point to the, so from this point here, beam the threshold, until you turn base is 45 seconds for 1,500 foot pattern. So every 100 feet, it's 3 seconds outbound. So 45 minus the tailwind component in knots. So let's say you have a 5 knot tailwind component, then you would fly 40 seconds outbound on this part here. Once the time has elapsed, gear down, flaps to next setting, bleed off the speed. Don't descend immediately. I should have held off descent a bit more even. Right? Yeah, no. So what do? You keep altitude to bleed off the speed. Configure the aircraft, and once you're on the final configuration for landing and on approach speed, you've got the power setting for the final descent, then the final descent portion, and then you start your descent. Is there math? Well, yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, it's all about energy management. So the question is, how high are you and how fast are you? Let's say, when you're entering the downwind. So let's say your flaps 5 or flaps 10, 180 knots here, and you have 3 miles to the beam position, you could be 1,000 foot higher. You could be 2,500 here. And it would just be a nice descent here until you reach 1,500, level off, etc. You could even do more. Let's say you're going to be at around 3,000 feet here. Just continue nice on a 3-degree descent profile. That should then work out quite nicely. The reason behind all of that standard pattern is you want to be pretty much at the correct altitude when you turn base and the correct energy state. Meaning you're good to go with the gear down. Sure, you can always improvise to a certain degree, but remember that the more unstable you are, so the more parameters are not in the norm, the more difficult it gets for the final descent, and then the for being stable throughout the approach. Oh, it's nice. They walk to the terminal. Beautiful. Very nice. There's MAN with the Condor. Beautiful. Man, I want to go on a holiday now. Nice. Cool. Good. Guys, we are going to be doing another flight in about 15 minutes. And we're flying, again, the beautiful Hot Start Challenger 650. And we're going to try the setup that we're going to fly on VATSIM, but we also connect on Pilot Edge for the passenger simulation. If you do want to fly along with the passenger version, I did post a new Win XML file for the Pilot Edge plugin. And I've also posted the exact position in which folder that file has to be put in. Once you've done that, So either you have the free passenger version of the Hotstar Challenger, or you have the payware version of the Hotstar Challenger. Then you can join us as a passenger if you like. You have full IFE. You have champagne, food, first class service, obviously. Of course. Cool, guys. Thank you so much again to Joey for the 5 gifted subs. Joey, thank you so much again for your support. And then thanks for the resubs coming in. And yeah, if you like, we're going to fly from Firenze, beautiful Italy, Florence, to Salzburg. And we'll see. Abimar's going to be pilot flying, and I don't know what it is, I have a gut feeling. Something may not go 100% according to plan. But we'll see. It's just a gut feeling. Nothing to worry about. Alright, guys. See you in a few. My dear moderators, as always. Exactly. See you in a few minutes, guys. Thank you so much. And MAN, thanks for flying along. Hope you enjoyed the landing, MAN. Oh, you're coming to Firenze. Fantastic. See you then, MAN, in a few minutes. See you then. Cool. Here's the outro.